Good morning, folks. Welcome along to another episode here on Oakfield Farm. Today we've got an awful lot to do, and we're really going to get flying with it right now. So we're just going to swing into a hay field here, where we actually got a start yesterday on baling some hay. We took the headlands off and kind of squared up this little field here as well for the most part. Barry is out here in the Deutz actually. He's raking this one up, so he's getting some good work out on the Deutz. We've got like all the small little fiddly bits and pieces taken care of we needed to. But you can just see he's over there, he's doing a stellar job. But we're going to let him go. Reason for it is we're going to get cracking with the rest of that oilseed rape we were starting up by the mine today. And we're going to get that wrapped out. We took the headlands off last night. Just going to open the gate. Took the headlands off last night, and everything seemed to look go quite well there. The yield's not the best, but I've roped in a local lad today to do some carting for us as well in the Fent. So he is way over there by the name of Jack. He's working hard. And yeah, we are going to get going. Now we're in a truck that doesn't belong to us today. We're just having a demo of it really. To be honest, I don't really like it. It's a bit too big, a bit too loud, but I thought we'd give it a go. It's a Nissan truck today we're in, so it's a bit of a brute. I'm not quite used to driving on the wrong side of the vehicle for me, really. Driving left hand side here, but hey, we'll get used to it. For now, like I said, we're going to go up and get flags into the combine and get that going as well. So yeah, I've got a lot to do with that today. And then I don't quite think it's going to be ready, but we'll see about jumping onto the winter barley after that. I think that's a little bit further away. But what we will do is we'll get the combine done for sure, and then we'll come back and try and get that hay baled, really. That's going to be the next step. We need to at least get that started. The neighbouring field over there, we're going to be looking into baling the headlands as silage, and then get the rest of that baled into square bales as well. Once done, though, that field is likely going to be ploughed in, and we'll get that drilled into probably some sort of winter barley, I would have thought. Might need to get some lime put onto there as well, but we'll see. If we can get a hold of some, we might put some down there just to kind of improve our improve what we have. Now you can see that Jack's already up here. He sent himself away a little bit earlier than me this morning because he had a load on the back that he wanted to go and tip. But now he's ready to rock and roll, and we're just gonna get ourselves into here and see what trouble we can get ourselves into. I'll just park this up down here. So as you can see, we kind of took 3 headlands off last night there. Everything went pretty well. Can't complain there at all. Excellent stuff. And we'll get ourselves in here and yeah, get the combine fired over, see what we can do, and hurry on about getting ourselves up and working, I think. Okay, in we go. We'll get this fired up. Let the John Deere just kind of warm over for a little bit first. We do need to get the service today. I think get some grease into it, but I think what we'll like to do is by the time we get to the end of the day, we'll get that done. But yeah, everything else is looking good, and it's ready to rock and roll, really. The crop we're in is not so good, to be honest. This is a crop of Nikita oilseed rape here, and it's in places there. It's a bit thin. The yield wasn't the greatest at all. I don't know officially what we got. Oh, the trucks are rolling over there. Well, mine's back up and working, it would look like. But yeah, I'm not sure quite officially what they got there, but it's yeah, it's just a bit patchy in places. When we get onto that far side, it's very patchy. But what can we do? We'll get ourselves in. The header has been working really well though. It doesn't have any kind of cutter knives on the edge, but it's a slight disappointment. If I could change one thing, it would be that. Let's see. You can see the shadows of my auger opening. Look behind me. That's looking good. Okay, we just need to lift that up. Get the reel out. Lift it up. Alright then, and we're away. So what we're going to be doing here is getting our GPS on as well. And we'll just try where possible to square up this edge here, I think. And then we'll be flying off to the races. So they're still stripping a lot of land over there as they go. Those trucks are still working quite hard, but an awful lot left to go by all accounts. There we go. It's our GPS in. We've got our AB line set, and we're away to the races. So how are you all doing today? Hope you're all very well, whatever you find yourself getting up to, and I hope it is treating you well. It's a beautiful sunny day here at Oakfield. We're looking to, like I say, get a lot of productivity out of today. We'll get several hundred bales of hay made, I should imagine. That field's actually quite thick there. Get the headlands baled on that other field as well into silage, get the tedding going there as well, so a lot to do. But yeah, we should get it all through. By the time we come back to you next, we should have that kind of all wrapped up there, I would imagine. There we go, that's nice and square. Always nice to get a square edge where you can. Now what we'll do, just lift that up. Yeah, excellent stuff. So as you can see with the draper header here, we have conveyor belts that feed the crop through to the center feeding house, and it's a very even flow, which is what I really do like about this. It's very nice. You can speed that up, slow that down, depending upon the crop thickness, which is always an added bonus. And it really just allows you to kind of control exactly how... You just kind of get yourself have full control of what's going on with the crop entering the wagon, really, which is what I think we really like about this. Well, I certainly do. Now my GPS hasn't quite got that set up there, so let's see what's going on. Need to get this squared up for the first time there. That didn't quite go to plan. Let's try this one. Better. That's better. So yeah, you can see the dump trucks are really going. The mound at the very end, kind of to the left of where the my trailer's at the bottom there, is huge, and that's kind of coming this way. I think the original plan is to keep it coming this way and kind of perform like a bit of a border all along this hedgerow here. So that's what they're kind of trying to achieve there, and I think they're getting there. They are getting there. It's just going to be an awful lot of material to move, really, but that's not my concern too much. Once we harvest this, that's it done. We're not doing anything else to it. This field to our right, the wheat, we will be looking into. I think we're going to get one more crop out of that before they merge into that field as well. So we'll do our best there where we can. And like I say, yeah, we've just got to keep going and take what they'll give us, really. And the rest is, we're kind of in their hands. But yeah, today like I say, with Jack's help here on the cart, we should be able to fly, and we'll get this done. Like I say, with the yield not being the best, we're not going to have to need them too much, and we're only carting down to the main yard. There's some silos down there as well, so we definitely won't be too bad or too hard off with our carting today. Spin around. I'm just going to tie this bit up here as well. Excellent stuff. It was a lovely dry evening though. There was next to no dew on the ground this morning, which allowed us to get cracking with all of our jobs today, which is fantastic. Always love to see that. Yeah, and we're going to make the most of it. We're going to have a good run, see what we can do and get set up with, really. We're going to keep pushing away. I should like to think that we'll get this done inside the next kind of 3 or 4 hours, really. All being well, we've got plenty to run into here. I don't think it'll cause us any issues. When we finish, I'd say the header's probably going to stay up here, ready for that field, because that's the next thing we've got to hit. So we'll just kind of leave it there and let it get going. And yeah, everything should be good after that. Ooh, around we go. And would you believe it, I am actually looking into a 5th tractor at the moment. I can't really believe it when I say it, but GPS in. We're actually going to be doing a little bit more work with the mining authority here, and they're looking into dust suppression, and they want someone who can supply a tractor and a water bowser to come and just make sure that they keep as part of their environmental impact, they reduce the amount of dust that's flying around. Best way to do that is to make sure the ground is nice and wet with water. So that's where we come into the fray. That's exactly what we're going to be doing. I'm looking to see if I think renting a machine is going to be easy just to begin with, because I don't know how often I'm going to need it, but I think with the output, the cost of actually acquiring a machine as well, kind of makes a little bit more sense in my mind just to rent one and be done. So I think that's what we'll do. We are looking into a few different options there. I'm ideally, if I can find one, I'm looking for like an older lump of metal, really. It doesn't have to be the greatest a bit of horsepower there, maybe 150, 200 horse, just so it can, you know, I'm not sure quite what to expect with the conditions over there. So if we get something that can cater for all needs, strap a Bowser onto the back of it, and it'll be good to go. So I think that's what we're going to be doing. And once we can get that done, at least, then we're that's a nice another little job there. Get some get some consistent revenue coming through, because that'll be something that we need all the way through as well. So that's what we're looking into. I think I've got to wait for a few phone calls back. We should get that all kind of buttoned up in the next week or so, and then we're good to go. So watch your space on that one. We'll see what we can find. It's going to be quite interesting. I did wonder about using the Abbey tanker of mine at the yard there, but I need that for what we're going to be doing, and I didn't really want to put it through the rigmaroles of working on an open cast mine, which could be pretty grueling, I'm sure. Yeah, that's something that we'll have to look into. But yeah, there's that mine is going to be, it could be a very lucrative option for me, I think, and we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Alright folks, we're making some lovely progress right now. We've got young Jack out here and he's doing his thing. Quite a good little carter actually. I think that's us all but empty, so we'll just pull that back in there. Lovely stuff. This field is disappointing as we get through it. There's no other words really. It's just, it hasn't had much done to it, so it's just a little poor really, I think is the best way to put it. So yeah, disappointingly so, I would say. But that being said, you know, it was kind of expected. This whole development with the open cast started really after this was planted and drilled, so they kind of cut their losses on any further outputs or inputs onto the crops. So you kind of expect it to be a little bit poorer though when you keep that in mind. Now I think Jack's following me around here, so we're going to take this row here, drop that down, we'll square off this edge here, I think. We're going to wait there, that's fine. So yeah, we're flying through here, making the most of this field as we go. It's not going to take us much longer to get through here at all, actually. We're going to square this little corner off here, and we've got just one block in the middle. It's been quite nice actually being able to sit and watch the trucks work around. It's quite hypnotic actually. There's 3 of them on the go there now, and it's yeah, it's kind of nice. It passes the day. When you're not looking down at the head of the day, you can kind of just watch what's going on at the top. Been speaking with Barry a little bit. He's flying actually. He's got that hay tethered out and rowed up. He's started baling as well. So started baling that first field, which is great news. And then we're going to move on to the next field as soon as we can. We're just going to let him go here. There you go, sir. Excellent stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's dry. That's one thing. I think it's coming in around about 14% at the moment, which is good enough for us to get it into the tank. They do have a dryer down at Oakland as well, so if they need to, they're just going to tickle it through there once or twice. But as you can see, yeah, we've just got the short block really. Shouldn't take us too long to get cracking into at all. And then we're off to the races, where we'll be very much looking into hay and silage. We've got some muck I want to get carted out as well onto the field we're going to plough in. That needs to be done. Try and get that spread, and then if we get it spread and then looked into ploughed in, then that'd be great. Really get us ahead of the curve on that side of things. That field of wheat down there, the winter wheat, is currently at 23% apparently, so that's a little way out. So we'll another couple of nice dry days like today to get it anywhere near the ballpark that we want to be in. So we'll have to have a look into that one. But yeah, we'll just keep going about our business as we are, and we'll see how it's all looking. But yeah, so far so good really. We're trying to get a wrapper in to follow Barry around. He's going to take on the baler and just get those silage headlands lifted off before he heads out the rest of it. That's hopefully going to be wrapped today. We'll get that stacked into the pit. So a lot of bale work coming up there, but it's going to be good to get it going. Meanwhile though, for now I'm going to wrap this field of oilseed rape out here now, and then get the combine back down to the yard for the rest of the day. And we'll leave it here with that. So thank you ever so much for watching from me on top of the hill here, overlooking the mine as they're working hard. And what will be the last crop lifted off this field for some years, I would imagine. And when it does return, it's going to look an awful lot different to this. But we will see you later. So thank you ever so much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to Simulation for the Nation. And we will see you in the next one. So until then, do stay safe. Enjoy what you're doing as always. But most importantly, happy farming.